Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, episode 48.
Ippo is squaring off against Volg.
And it's gonna be a fight.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a fight because they didn't show any of the beginning of the fight.
They haven't started anything yet.
That's very uncharacteristic of this show. So, I mean,
so this could be a long fight. It could be a short fight.
It could be a different format of, not
episode.
doing the Ippo starting strong, then getting one-upped, and then figuring out how to come back around. So
right. We have a lot of emotional connection to Volg in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
However, this is not Date Eiji, and they've been building up Date Eiji so much, so I feel really bad, but like I'm actually kind of rooting for Volg in a way that because Ippo has won so much, and because of his emotional plight,
I want him to win.
Is that
but
they've been building up Ippo's fight with Date Eiji, so it's like So we have both fighters coming in with extra preparation that both fighters, respectively, don't know about, that they haven't studied, that they have no knowledge about. So, we have basically the Thundercross split attack from Volg. It's unblockable.
Yes.
But we also have the Gazelle Punch.
Right.
Ippo's legs coming into
and if he can
play
properly
here.
pull that off, then oh boy, Volg will be in for something special.
Yeah.
But I guess okay. How long do you think this fight's gonna go though?
2 episodes.
2 episodes? Yeah, I was kind of thinking two episodes too.
Standard.
Maybe a little bit of the third one.
Yeah. I feel like Ippo's going to take serious damage in this fight, though. Yeah. This will be one where he takes a long time to recover afterwards.
I'd be kind of disappointed if he didn't. Because the thing is that I really want Volg to win, so I want it to be something where it's when Ippo does win, it's just by the skin of his teeth.
I just want... I completely separated from the fight. I just want Takamura to say really stupid shit in the commentators' side of things.
Yes, I want that too.
More stuff from there, and that'll be good. But y'all, we just gotta watch this episode and find out. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into it now. Saya so watayaki kanai de Rishkitai no shouju Get alive nai de Sore ga start away
I want this only Zagashi motomeru
Oh, this is interesting. I just realized that they do an alternating color scheme with Ippo constantly receiving blows with a blue background. Now, then it shows him kind of down, like in the blue background. These are all people that he's fought. Then he gets the, the green kind of look in his eye of like resolve or what have you. And he gets back up. The color scheme changes out of the blue.
Okay.
So
what does it mean?
What I think it means is that he's going to have come a long way at some point in this kind of section of the story where he'll gone through a lot of fights. And you'll kind of remember what he's taken along the way, just the journey he's come through. And right when he's about to, get taken down, he'll stand back up and be able to do this. That's the other thing. Yeah, Ippo is the favored one in the crowd, so that psychological aspect is,
Yep.
Have you ever thought about that? Like, get your intimidation on? Like,
absolutely.
What kind of presence you need to, radiate out intentionally or consciously?
I mean, I don't know what it would be like in a boxing match.
Yeah, I have no idea, but, I've never, thought about consciously doing that. That just feels... Yeah. Takamura's glistening. The Red Wolf.
All right.
Oh.
両者ゆっくりと歩みを進めます。さあ注目の第1ラウンド。
Oh,
Crouching style hidden dragon.
yeah. Okay. Nice, nice. They're just testing each other. Oh, this is awesome. All right.
幕の内は再起戦で経験したハイスピードの攻防が身についてますね。いいリズムですよ。
Whoa!
there we go.
Countered!
Yep.
Oh! Wow!
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Alright, time to go, Ippo. Go.
Wait.
What? Oh.
Whoa! He's just
Yeah.
pummeling him!
アームブロックは下からの攻撃に弱い。
Oh my god, I think it's just he's too quick. Like he's predicting his moves and everything. Oh, body blow. Like,
Well,
yeah.
But Ippo doesn't seem to be doing much. Like,
I think it's just he's just trying to hold it down and survive.
Right.
He's too weak. He needs a breather, basically, so round one completely goes to Volg. Wow, yeah, he's shut up the entire...
努力、根性、大いに結構必要なものだ。しかし才能の前には不毛、実力の前には無駄。
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
oh,
whoa.
that's not good.
Oh, oh,
Um,
oh. He just lost consciousness for a second there. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
okay, but it didn't
The
connect.
music! He's not conscious!
Okay.
Remember the
Yeah,
other
Sendo,
guy?
yeah.
Yeah. Is this like Sendo?
練習通りの型です。目を覚ましましたよ。いや、まだじゃ。無意識にやっと
Yeah, oh my god!
通りの形が出
Holy crap! Okay, he's coming too.
Hopefully, because we haven't actually seen them exchange blows at the same time yet. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just been a this person's attacking or that person's attacking, you know.
The voices will wake him up. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh. This is freaky. Like,
気合で押されていた。下がっちゃダメだ。前に出るんだ。
Yeah.
目を覚ましたな。
Gazelle punch.
先生だ。幕の内が出た。ボルグが帰った。
Okay.
ファイター同士だ。この距離を
okay.
流れは来る。嫌というほど繰り返したあの
Right.
成功を見せろ。心配はない。予定通り。
Okay, okay, okay. We're actually seeing now the fight work at. Oh,
Right.
wow. What is going on? There's even like some weird animation stuff going on, like referee's mouth not moving.
Yeah. Well, and for
The
a
character
while
models.
when they were punching, it was just showing one just doing punches
Yeah.
and the other person doing punches, but no interaction.
Yeah, that was weird. What happened to Ippo early on?
I have no idea. Well, and the weird thing is that if they had shown some of his mental state while it was happening, of like him getting scared or whatever, something.
Well, they're gonna
right?
explain it here.
Hopefully.
いやいや、両者とも凄まじかったですね。アーマー世界王者に打ち負けなかったのですからね。
Still sparkle thing.
たものです。
Takamura is not impressed.
Ah! Ha, ha! So keep him off tempo.
時間はかかるが、得意分野で力負けすれば、彼もおとなしくなるでしょう。うん。しかし彼の一発は危険だ。早く終わらすに越したことはない。 隙あらば噛みつけ。君の牙で。飲まれてたな。はい。檻の中にいるような気分でした。今は
So,
小僧とて数々の強敵。
I think it's a movement thing. The way
Maybe.
Ippo would move, he would just react faster than his moves would take effect, you know?
Sure.
Oh, there is a pressure, okay.
わかりました。檻の中なら逃げ場はないんだって。前に出るし
Right.
かないんだって。よく言った。とファンが
Oh.
同時に脳に打撃を与える。
Oh.
Rattle the head.
It could kill someone.
選手生命を終わらせかねない。
Oh, life as a boxer.
Yeah.
Like, I love the uppercuts, though. He's basically like, you better block in a different way, Ippo, otherwise I'm just gonna keep... Oh!
Okay.
Oh, yeah!
All right.
Oh! Kidney shots! Get him! Okay.
このロシアのボクシングは打たせずに打つというのが基本ですから。大したものだ。1ラウンドから通して5分間、私のボクサーと打ち合った選手をはじめ。
Ah.
これでどうだ。なんて我慢強い選手だ。波のボクサーならもうとっくに早く倒れてくれ。なるべくダメージが尾を引かないうちに。
Wow. Volg's starting to hold back.
Right.
Because he doesn't want to kill him or end his... Wow. Oh, dang.
Ooh.
Oh,
Here it
here it is. Oh.
Oh.
楽な武器を隠しておったか。バラが屈弱なやつんばい。ダメージはどうか。立てるか。足とも違うようですし。勉強不足の貴様。ガゼルパンチ。
Takamura shut down like so fast.
パンチではない。僕を倒すために修練を積んできたのか。角度も抜群だった。立てませんよ。
No, yeah. He didn't have the correct run up to it. Gotcha. But it still broke through his hand.
君のボクサーとしての資質をたった一つ歌う。
Oh.
それは優しすぎること。
Yeah, too kind.
Okay.
Wow, and he knows this.
られる。そこを破れば敗北のみ。
Oh, okay, he's going.
All right.
浮かすだ。少しは様子を見んか。攻めなきゃ。ここを逃したらチャンスなんかないかもしれないんだ。だけで避けている。足に来ているんだ。下から。
Oh, same spot.
もう一度。ボルコへ回復すると。止まらない。なら。
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Is this where they're gonna end the
I
episode?
think this is it. Oh, we blocked it fully. Oh, crap.
狩りが始まった。狼の狩りだ。
The hunter has become the hunted, and now... Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa, that was chilling.
Yeah.
The, like, the continued motion without any knowledge of what's going on, just... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, dang. He hasn't gotten this hard, I think, ever before, or in a long time. Like this hard.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. It might happen, Jacob.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at his left eye, too. Yeah, the ref was basically giving a... Oh! Oh, yeah. Yeah. He started walking forward. Oh, my God. Oh.
Right, he's trying to get rid of his pity.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright.
Wow. Okay, I'll save that for the discussion. Okay. He doesn't even know where it came from. Or a side counter, maybe?
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have anything. I can feel the chief's head being like, I'm going to the drawing board. What can I come up with? Like... Okay, well, that's it.
All right.
All right.
Into round 3.
Okay.
Huh.
This was an odd episode in terms of how it was structured.
I'm not sure how I feel about it because what
the fight is awesome. Like it's just yeah. I noticed what you were noticing. Yeah.
Well,
it felt like a step back in terms of like visual quality and stuff.
Well, and the thing is, I wouldn't normally mind too much if they hadn't done all the amazing build up to hype up this fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But the stuff they're doing with the sound, the stuff they're doing with basically showcasing how, you know, the fighters are like in this and also the feeling you get when they get hit, like when they get hit hard.
Yeah.
Like I felt the bite.
Right, with those specific punches that
punches,
landed.
Yes.
You know,
not
the rest of them,
much,
maybe not.
Yeah.
But with the specific punches, they did a really good job of making us as the viewer feel them.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we get our fight with Volg and Ippo. We get the showcasing of both of their punches that they've been working on, that they have as their... well, Ippo's is more new than Volg's. Volg seems like something he's mastered and used quite a lot before. But the big thing that was maybe a little odd this episode is to separate the story, obviously, from the actual like visuals of what we were seeing. There were some parts where we were like, oh, Ippo doesn't do this as a show this often, but they kind of reused, you know, little animation parts over and over again, and then
or like showed them making strikes but didn't show the opponent or the punches landing or anything.
Right. So it looked very obvious that, and it wasn't talking about the part which was probably my favorite part where Ippo loses consciousness and continues punching. That part they showcased the actual punches connecting, and it was repeated. But there were parts where Ippo would just punch, and you'd clearly see the fist like come into frame and out of frame in this part there, and it wasn't making contact with anything. So it felt a little like, oh,
for the amount of
odd.
For what we've seen with previous fights that didn't really matter, and
like every fight matters.
No, every fight. No, Caleb, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When you have fights that matter more than others, right? And this one matters more than most fights, I would say, in the show, just with how they built it up and and the way they gave very compelling, strong motivational reasons for Volg and why he's doing this, and and the spat between the trainers and like the all of that stuff, right? Yeah, even down to Takamura and Date commenting on it as the fight's happening. Yeah. I kind of expected more like power to what was happening because we've seen Madhouse do that, but the way, I don't know.
Okay, so let's talk about what we liked about the episode first.
Sure.
The things that were really good about this episode is when the punches that were specific, important impact moments of the match landed.
Yep.
You felt it. Yep. And there were multiple surprises with regards to how they did this fight. One was Ippo does almost nothing in the first round.
Right.
And then they sort of explained it by that he has this feeling of being caged in the first round.
Right.
And I wanted to save this for the discussion, but I mentioned it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it is when he's moving, they made a clear point to showcase that like almost instantly Volg would move with his punches or his legs or what have you, specifically in a way to counter that, so that Ippo felt like an amateur to him. Like I feel like what it is just Ippo's just not as good of a boxer as he is with regards to how he moves.
Right.
So Volg is just like, I'm just going to systematically wear you down and destroy you. So Ippo panics and goes into full defense mode and doesn't get out of it until the very end, when he kind of lucks out of the whole thing there with getting into his unconscious rhythm shadow boxing thing with thank you for reminding me exactly who that was. That was Sendo who did that. And that was one of the most amazing moments I've seen in Ippo when it happened with Sendo, and the fact that it happens here with Ippo, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
so the thing that I'm not sure whether this is me just being a little bit salty, because I really like Volg as a character and I wanted the fight to be like more epic and grandiose and things like that. But that the thing of Ippo going unconscious and still fighting, I love that it happened. I just wish it had happened like later in the fight, or that Ippo had been fighting before that and then he just ended up getting taken out, because I don't know. I guess or that, like what you were talking about of them talking after the fact that Ippo felt caged, to sort of explain why Ippo wasn't attacking in the first half.
They're just showcasing this is what a world champion can do.
Right.
And Ippo doesn't have that much fighting under his belt. He doesn't have as much experience, so his moves seem to be basically like, I don't know, just like easy to Volg. I can't really explain it other way. Now, obviously, I'm trying to extrapolate data from things that they're giving me on a visual level, not in a expository literal level. Now, Ippo did give us the emotional results of that, basically, that he felt like he was caged, but then he realized that, when you're caged, the only thing to do is move forward. You just have to go every other direction that you're not caged. Well, basically, the thing that's pushing him into the cage, you need to push back against that.
There's something. The animation was a little bit less than usual this episode, but they compensated for that by making sure that the people watching the fight were keeping us in the know of what was happening, even if they weren't like visually showing it, as well as they could, which was definitely helpful, because that alleviated a lot of the confusion that I had.
And I think that's just a thing of where either this fight is going to be a little bit of a longer one, so it's actually saved for stuff
for the
episodes.
more the finale stuff.
But there were parts in the episode where the visuals totally worked.
The way they did the visuals with the punches that landed, I'm really glad that it wasn't just something as simple as, they get knocked to the floor and now they need to get back up. Right? It was something where it's like, by having them like not completely go to the ground, and things like that, it was something where we got to see that, one, these people are really good boxers, right? They're used to taking blows. They're not going to get knocked out easily. And it's the complexity of the animation was something that was very noticeable in the, all right, going down onto all fours and being like, okay, hold on, I need to recover from this, right? It's something that made that helped the punch feel more real. Like the response more than even the impact itself, right? And I do appreciate that a lot, because these are, world-class boxers, and them throwing down their punches should send them spinning like that, even though, they're still able to grit those teeth and hang in there.
Okay, so the things that you liked about the episode, though, like...
That was... Takamura, with his whole thing with Date and the whole gazelle punch thing, and then getting showed up by Date, that was great. I love that.
Takamura in general having his own kind of moment to sparkle, if you will, shine and whatnot, and still having like the old guy essentially just kind of show him up in that respect is awesome. But I love that he's here giving commentary and even kind of like, you know, stroking his own ego, but being like, and that was all trained by yours truly. And I'm like, was it though?
Yeah.
Was it really Takamura?
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, every time that they showed his sparkly coat, that
that
I smiled a bit inside.
Quite the chuckle there.
Yeah.
So one of the things that is interesting about Volg and what makes the fight interesting to me is that Volg has his mother being his motivation.
Right.
And it's very simple. It's very simple, but it's something that I completely resonate with. When, though, he has his moments of kindness, of being too nice for the boxer here, it contradicts his motivation with his mother. And they brought that up. And it was in a quick little flash, but it was him basically realizing, wait, I'm doing this for something that matters more than the boxing match itself. Like, yes, I'm going to have to win this in order to help her, in order to go back home, in order to support her, in order to get her the money to get out of this situation that she's in with her health and stuff.
Yeah.
He can't do that by losing. And if he's too nice, he'll end up losing. So the coach comes in and goes, hey, your flaw is this.
Right.
Now, obviously, you know, you're a great boxer. But the thing is that this kid also is a great boxer. And if you let up on him, you're going to lose.
Yep.
Now, here's what I love about this. Volg got like robbed of his victory by Ippo's like subconscious, like will not lose resolve kind of stuff kicking in. The very same thing that the coach chastised Kamigawa, about being like, that stuff is pointless against raw talent. Well, it literally beat back raw talent by the power of shonen protagonist resolve and what have you. What I love about that was that was something that was established as a thing that can happen earlier on in an even better way with Sendo.
Yes.
So this happening doesn't feel like, you know, an ass pull or anything like that. It feels like, oh, no, this is how intense Ippo is in this match. To contrast that with the person who is still conscious, who is begging them to go down and stay down. But the last time you saw him go down, he literally got back up with dead eyes and just beat you senseless. So I love that it wasn't that. It wasn't something logical. It was something that his coach basically says, you know, you keep going like this, he could beat you. And then he goes, my mother, wait, crap, forget all that. Like, I need to push all that aside and do this.
Right.
But I think they're letting us know that he hasn't really put it all aside. It's just, you're right. I just got reminded because I forgot the grander stuff behind this in the, of course, the honed brain of thinking just, okay, I have to move this way.
Yeah.
Like, he's not thinking on that high of a level.
Well, and it's,
until he has the break.
And it's tough with a contradiction like this for Volg because on the one hand, that kind of hesitation would absolutely cost him the match. Right?
If he wasn't already winning so much.
If he wasn't already winning so much, right? Right. And, you know, because that you know, that small bit when you're competing at this high of a level is the world, right? It means everything, right? But at the same time, he has gotten this far, and that hasn't been enough of a problem to lose him a match yet.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple factors involved there, but keep going.
Right, because one, he probably didn't have the same connection with his opponents like he has had with Ippo, right? That cannot be understated, right? And I would love for them to shine a light on that even more in the future, since that flaw will probably end up being, or at least that character trait will probably be what ends up costing him the match. Right?
Yeah, the fact that Ippo enjoys boxing also is very much to play here.
Right.
The fact that he looks up to Ippo as like wait, how can you do that?
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. And you seem like a good person. Like, you seem like someone that we would be friends, not like someone who I fought in the past who I wouldn't want to be friends with, but you seem like a good person and you enjoy boxing. And like, wait, what? Like, I love the idea that Volg might actually just be looking at Ippo as this enigma where he understands his athleticism and his drive and his power and his speed skills and all that, but it's his mental state, that part of Ippo that like he actively like doesn't understand.
Sure, and that's where they can bring the focus back to Volg as a character, which if there were to be a thing that I wish they had more of this episode, the main thing would be the internal thought processes of the characters as they're boxing and them thinking about their whys. I feel like that would give more weight to the punches themselves, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's something that we're going to get later.
Right, in the next episode, right, yeah. Exactly. Because they haven't fully pushed, like both of them were holding back in a lot of ways. Volg because he didn't want to hurt Ippo, right? And then in the case of Ippo, because he, you know, his mental state wasn't right. He didn't feel like he had the opportunity to actually use the gazelle punch until way later in the episode. Yeah, you know,
the other coach mentions, or no, I think they both mentioned that Ippo still hasn't found his rhythm yet. Right, he's never had his rhythm this whole fight, really, except for that one part where he kind of more slowed Volg's rhythm when he just went into like machine mode. But even that, he wasn't really in a rhythm. He was just in a
right. That's not something that Ippo has any control over. And one thing that I will definitely say I'm glad that they did with introducing that element of Ippo fighting while unconscious, is that if they had done that later in the match, it would have had to be done very carefully to not feel like an ass pull if it decided the match, right?
Yes.
In my mind, it still kind of feels like an ass pull here, but the fact that it's in the beginning of the fight as a whole means that it doesn't have too much consequence.
Right. It doesn't feel like it's dramatically shifted things in Ippo's favor. Right. It just feels like it saved Ippo from a round one, 90 seconds in TKO or what have you.
It basically it saved this fight from being a very boring one-sided just Volg comes in and beats Ippo, right?
Right. Which we as the viewers don't want to see.
Exactly.
Even though we did kind of say before this that we would want Volg to win. Right. But we wouldn't want Volg to win like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to the next match being something that focuses more on the characters and their specific motivations in this. Yeah, but also with Volg having to wrestle with the things that he's got in his head, and probably coming to some level of a not necessarily balance, but something along those lines where he can go, okay, even if this guy is one that his resolve, his willpower is so strong that he won't go down unless I have, willpower to match it, then I guess that is what it is. Because, my mother, my reason for doing all of this is greater than my desire to, be a good person, if that makes sense.
Or at the very least to be nice in the boxing ring. And the question is, will he realize that before it's too late? Some might say it's already too late.
Some might say it's already too late a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because he had an opportunity, and that opportunity passed it by at least. He might be able to get another one, but...
Yeah, he might have had a lot of opportunities, too.
Yep.
Like, there were moments where they were trying to bring up the point that Ippo was still losing the blow-by-blow match, because it seems like what Volg's thing is that he's got on him is he can just uppercut him for days, because Ippo doesn't know how to block against an uppercut. Like, he only knows how to block against an uppercut when it's like a finisher, but just a simple low blow. Like Ippo, I guess he does something like this where the equivalent of it is that even if you were to push this there, it's hard because of where the force is focused up here.
Right, and you can, hook underneath or whatever and still get them, or, however the physics of it work. There's an opening there, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it's just that, like, now that we think about it, I guess Ippo hasn't really faced many people that used uppercuts against him.
That's true. Yeah. There are a couple people that used them at points, but it wasn't a huge...
but not as like a, hey, rinse, lather, repeat, until...
Yeah. He more had to deal with people that used range to their benefit.
And he fought like Sendo, who was another infighter. Yeah. But
the gazelle punch worked.
Yep.
And it was surprising. I do like the anime trope, just me personally, of the I saw that move already. like, I'm a smart person.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So because you just learned this overnight, it shouldn't work for you as more than a gimmick. So you worked, it was a gimmick. You didn't do it perfectly either, because this isn't practice and you've taken some damage. You hit me, but I'm a world champion in terms of, you know, the amateur arena, or the is it he says the amateur world champion?
Amateur world champion. Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit faster than that.
Right.
And I guess it is hard to showcase how someone is a better boxer in animation without going all out on the animation.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess it's just a tough thing where we'll have to rely on the commentators for,
which is unfortunate
for earlier bits
for a fight to be mainly for you to mainly have to rely on the commentators in order to keep track with what's happening. But yeah, I can only imagine how expensive and difficult it would be to properly showcase the differences in ability between Volg and Ippo strictly through animation.
Yeah, there's some cool slow-mo stuff that they've been doing in this fight that was more along the lines of like minor things to showcase here and there. Like there's a part where Ippo tries to escape for a little bit. And he's like, and we're like, oh crap, Ippo, good job. And Volg just kind of is like, shoop, like, nope, I'm here.
Right. This feels like,
I think, the best example they've really shown in the fight.
I feel like the way the fight's been going so far is pretty much just a stat difference, right? There's a stat difference that's really tough, and Ippo can't really seem to beat it. And so there isn't as much like
of a seesaw
like
effect,
seesaw, rock, paper, scissors kind of play that we can see as easily. But
and that's what the Russian coach was bringing up. He's just like, yeah, I'm sorry, like my numbers are bigger than yours.
Right.
You have like some cool willpower, however that stat works, but
we have the level advantage.
We've been doing this for a longer time. We've had more fights. We've won against more people. We have more experience. We have better punches, better strength.
And I like
stuff.
not Sendo, that Volg didn't make any mistakes of overextending himself like Ippo did.
Yes.
Right? Like he kept his composure, and I really like that, because that again goes to show the difference in experience, right? Because if it was simply that he was, stronger, faster, whatever, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right? But the idea that basically he had his advantage, he didn't press his advantage too much. Right? He never threw it.
He had the opposite problem.
Right.
He didn't close the deal when he had the opportunity. But yeah, this is a cool switch where we have Ippo being the underdog again, but it's a thing of where...
But it's underdog on both sides.
But it's the underdog on both sides because in this case we have the good boy not wanting to hurt the other good boy,
right? Who
is clearly an underdog, but also if you slack off, you're going to give the underdog the ability to just
bite you,
just hit you really hard. And
and the way they ended the episode with going back to his mom and everything makes me really excited for the next episode with how they'll keep things grounded on the whys of the opponents and everything.
For sure. So guys, that's the first part of the Ippo Volg fight. Looking forward to the next one. If you want to see the next one right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about these stories, about anime in general. And you can also talk with Jake about his book.
Yes. So my sci-fi novel, Battle Lines, still available for order on Amazon. Links in the description. Go check it out. And if you do get it, make sure to leave a review to let people know what you think.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.